All right, we are back at Bryan High School. Quick turnaround here. 10 minutes left in pregame for our championship game of the Girls Holiday Classic between the Bryan Lady Bears and Toledo Bowsher. We just saw a heck of a ball game. If we see that good of a game in the second one, they should make us pay to be here. Yeah. Great win by Fairview, a runner at the buzzer, really with about 2 seconds left by Leviah Hall to win the game. Second win of the year for Coach Zedike's crew, and that's a great way to send yourself into the new year if you're the Fairview Apaches. So tonight we're in the we're right back into the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to tip-off. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned and family-focused. Bowsher here tonight. This is the first time that these two teams have met that any of us can remember. Nobody was really willing to go back through the yearbooks, so we're just going to say this is the first one. Definitely the first one in the last 10 years. So let's look at these two teams. Last night, Bowsher had a really strong game against Fairview in their win, and the Bryan Lady Bears really with a bit of a shocking 24-point win over Montpelier, 50-26. So let's look at the visitors here from Bowsher and talk about this team just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just going to highlight their game yesterday just because that's the only really time I've seen them play. From what I've seen, they really like to play a really fast-paced game. They like to push the ball up the court. They like to try to slash and try to go to the rim. And I was really impressed with their ability to make the game go fast, and that really made Fairview struggle. Looking at them as a whole, the Bowsher Blue Racers, which I think is just a sick mascot, they're 9-1, 3-0 in the City League. Head coach Tiffany Blackman, they're averaging 55.1 points per game and allowing just 38.1. Like we said, they defeated Fairview 56-44 in yesterday's semifinal game. I'm expecting to see Aaliyah Osai and Kalasia Harris. They both had great nights last night. I'm expecting them to have good nights as well tonight.
Yeah, but you can see there on the screen their last 5 games, 5 in a row, 9-1 as they come into this game. Actually, they've won 9 in a row because they lost their first game to Wasion, and then they've won everything since then. So on a roll, feeling pretty good, very confident. You can see they haven't played a lot of close games. Last night, they turned it over probably more than what they like. I thought they had a little bit winded in the first half with the pace, but settled down in the third quarter and really pulled away in a stretch against Fairview. So let's look at our Bryan Lady Bears then, coming in under Coach Todd Grosjean. Won their first 3 of the year, lost the next 3 of the year, won the last 2 games. So we'll see what team we get to come out and play tonight. Let's talk about them a little. Yeah,
Bryan fans are hoping we keep that 3-3 streak alive to get a third one tonight. Yeah, but like we said, head coach Todd Grosjean, it's his 17th year, 359, 192 as a head coach. 5-3 this year. They haven't played in any league games yet. They're averaging 47.6 points per game and allowing 45.9. They defeated Montpelier 50-26 in yesterday's semifinal game. And you know the name we'll see. I'll say it so you don't have to. Is going to be Josie Arnold. She's averaging way more points per game than she has in her career, and she's playing really, really well right now, really good basketball. But we've also seen a lot from the freshman Avery Ann Fisher, and then last night specifically, Ava Zimmerman and Miley Vollmer both had great nights, so that's going to be some names you're going to be hearing from them. We look at their last 5 games, like Mr. Arnold had just said, it's a bit of streak of losses, streak of wins. They lost 3 of their last 5, but 2 really big wins against Defiance and Montpelier in their last 2 games. And they're looking to keep it going here against a pretty good Bowsher team.
And I think the key with the Lady Bears is balance, and we saw that last night. Josie Arnold was able to score close to what she has been, came in averaging a little over 16, had 15 last night, shot the ball well from outside the arc. Avery Ann Fisher came in averaging about 9, ended up about right in the same spot. The help was Ava Zimmerman had her best offensive game of the year, had 8 points. Miley Vollmer had 8 points. And then we got some help from some other players, big baskets from Piper Hanna along the way, and good defense. And if the Bears can play defense like they did last night against a team that likes to push the pace just a little bit more athletic maybe in the half court, but if they can play that kind of defense, keep the Blue Racers in front of them, and rebound. Rebounding is going to be the biggest thing. That's where the difference really was for Bowsher. When they miss, they attack the glass. You've got to account for everybody and box out. So if the Bears can keep them off the glass, I think they can be successful again tonight. You're playing at home in a back-to-back. You're going to save your legs a little bit. I think the advantage is to the team that gets to get home and get in their own beds a little bit earlier. So hopefully we'll see that as an advantage for the Lady Bears.
Yeah, and the Lady Bears, like you hit on perfectly, was rebounding is going to be the biggest key for them. Yesterday, Bowsher had points in the double digits strictly from offensive boards and getting second-chance points. And the Lady Bears aren't going to win the basketball game if they let them do that again tonight. Obviously, there's a bit of a size disadvantage, but the Lady Bears have found ways to win against very physical and bigger teams before in the past, so that's going to be something they're going to have to do today, and I know that's something that Coach Grosjean has really focused on today, and I'm sure there's going to be some things in the game plan that are going to help with that.
Second tournament of the year for the Bears. They started out this season playing down at Lima Bath in the QP Classic. The first night matched up with Mansfield Senior and beat them, and then the second night beat a very good Riverdale team. So Bears hoping to close out this with their second tournament win of the year and then go into the new year. Big game in a week against Archbold to open up NWOL play, so it'd be nice to have some confidence going into that. We'll be back in a minute after a quick break. We'll talk about some more keys to the game, tonight's officials, and get ready to tip this off from Bryan High School. Back at Bryan High School, 3:48 left on the pregame clock. Let's get in to talk a little bit about the keys to tonight's contest. Keys to the game are brought to you by the Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers. They've been your hometown real estate company for 45 years. They've consistently remained #1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all of your real estate needs. We're going to look at first the Bryan Golden Bears and their keys to victory.
Yeah, so Coach Groshine, he really wants to handle Bowsher's press and pressure. He saw yesterday, we get the privilege of watching them because we haven't really played them ever, but we got the privilege of watching them yesterday. Seeing how hard they press, seeing that pressure, he understands that that's going to be hard to break, but he knows that they're going to have to handle that. They're going to want to pass around it. They're going to want to stay controlled with the ball, and they aren't going to want to make and enforce any bad passes. Second key is they're going to rebound at both ends. Like we said earlier in the pregame show, they don't have the size advantage, and it's going to be a huge part of the game to rebound. But he specifically said at both ends, like we said, we don't want them to be giving up offensive rebounds, but also if they can steal some offensive rebounds and get some cheap points off of that, they're going to want to do that as well. Thirdly, they want to shoot the ball with confidence. They've been doing this a lot lately. They really shot the ball with confidence against Defiance. They shot it well yesterday against Montpelier. But to be able to beat this team, they're going to have to shoot the ball well. They're going to be able to move them around with passing, and they're going to get some open shots, but they're going to have to shoot confidently and score them.
And that comes into that outside shooting from everybody. I mentioned it last night. Josie Arnold had the 4 threes. That gives her 25 on the year. The rest of the team has 15. So someone else has got to start knocking down some outside shots. Coach Croce put rebound in all caps. You know he means it. They're going to have to rebound or they're going to hear about it. So let's look at the keys for Toledo Bowsher coming into this game.
Yeah, so Coach Blackman wants defensive pressure and discipline on defense. We saw it a lot yesterday. They like to play some full-court press. They like to play some half-court press. They like to play some high man-to-man, even a couple of zones they brought out. They want to put pressure, and they want discipline on defense. They really want to focus on defense. They understand this Bryan team can score. They watched them score a lot last night. They only stayed for the first half, but they saw how well we played in the first half, and they know that's going to be something that they're going to have to do. Second thing, rebounding. They know they have the size advantage, and I know that it's been a key for all four, and you might be thinking, well, duh, you want to rebound the ball, but that is the difference between some of these games is just winning a couple more rebounds. That could be the difference between a win and a loss, and Coach Blackman knows that. Finally, execution and finishing shots offensively. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure they shot 50 shots total, and they made only about 12, 13 of them. So obviously, getting the amount of shots is good, but you want to be making those, and that's something that Coach Blackman saw that she wants to improve on. I'm sure before the bus left at maybe 8 a.m. this morning, they probably got some shots up at their gym.
I would think they had a little bit of a shoot around. They did not shoot it well, but rebounded like crazy. Got a lot of second chances, and that was a big difference for them. All right, so those were the keys for tonight's game. Let's meet tonight's officials. Tonight's officials in our second go-round. Officials are brought to you by Tri-State Vision Center. They've been serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all of your eye care needs. Tonight's officials are Connor Moon, Jody Arkwright, and Wayne Allstetter. So we got about a minute here until we are going to tip this up. This has been the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to tip-off. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Take it down in a second to Aaron Hughes. What do you think your last second thoughts here, Dom, before we tip the ball up?
Yeah, I think for Bryan, they just can't, like we said, they can't just rely on 22 the whole night. They got to really spread that around. They had to work really hard defensively. They're undersized. They need to get the boards, and they got to work to slow the game down. They can't let the speed get to be too much for them against Bowsher. And Bowsher, they need to limit their turnovers, right? Bryan's a really good team defensively. We're going to see a couple people face guard. They can't be turning over the ball because that's what killed them yesterday against a team that wasn't as good as Bryan has been recently, so it's going to be something they're going to need to work on. And I think they need to use their size advantage. See if they can play some post down low. Force some of these defenders to work hard and maybe catch some fouls early from Bryan.
I think that would have to be a key for Bowsher. If I was Coach Blackman, I'd want to try to get some post touches early, see if you can force A, some easy shots, or B, some foul trouble out of some Bryan players, because depth in the post, any post, is really not an advantage that Bryan has. All right, so we're going to go down to our table announcer, Aaron Hughes, for tonight's national anthem. The national anthem is brought to you by the Veteran Services of Williams County.
And one thing I want to mention real quick after we got the national anthem is that Chloe Wallace is dressing for the Lady Bears. She didn't do that last night, but got a little bit of an exciting thing there at the end for the JV team as she hit the game winner for the girls JV team to win the Holiday Classic for them. So it's cool that she's getting rewarded with the start there, or with the dress there.
Big shot by her to win that game for the Lady Bears after they gave up a lead, and you could see the excitement out of all of her and the bench when she knocked that jumper down off glass. So we're going to get tonight's starting lineup. Starting lineups are sponsored by the Allie Held Herman Memorial Run and Walk. Mark your calendars, lace up your shoes for the 5th annual Allie Held Herman Memorial Run and Walk on Saturday, July 19, 2025 at the McDonald Ruff Ice Rink.
Man, that size advantage you can see already is something that you're gonna hear us talking about a lot in today's game. Just looking at the two teams, it looks like we're playing against some people that are much older. They can't believe they're high schoolers.
Yeah, this has been the case a few times with the Lady Bears. They're going to run into this all year long. Size disadvantage. We haven't won a lot of tips. This will be Turner versus Arnold to jump it up here, ready to go. Finals of the BSN Girls Holiday Classic here at Bryan High School. Bryan and Toledo Bowsher. The opening tip won by Bowsher. Back to Harris. Harris defended by Piper Hanna. Piper Hanna's been one of the best on-ball defenders for the Bears all year. We get a long three from Trammell. Comes off long, no good. Piper Hanna chases it down. Bears have the ball early, and then an errant pass from Hanna to Langham leads to a turnover. Harris runs out, bumped by Hanna. She gets a bucket to go, and she'll shoot a free throw.
Yeah, Hannah's going to have her work cut out for her today, guarding Kalisha Harris. Kalisha Harris is their leading scorer, and Piper Hanna is a very good defensive player. That's why she's on the starting five, but she's definitely going to have her work cut out for her today.
Right, and we're going to see some different people on Harris as we go. You saw a nice left-hand layup by her right-handed shooter, knocks down the free throw from the Welling Construction free throw line. Early 3-0 lead for Bowsher. You see that diamond trap pressure for them. Long pass over the top from Arnold to Hanna. To Zimmerman, right side to Avery and Fisher. She's going to try, get some contact. No call, gets a layup to go anyway.
Really good layup there through contact by Avery and Fisher.
Good
That's
strong
a very
finish
tough
there
shot to
by
make.
the freshman. She's had an excellent start to her first year of varsity basketball. Fisher against Turner. Turner finds Trammell. Trammell with the lob into Aaliyah Osei. Face guard by Josie Arnold. The pass goes out of bounds off Osei.
We can see right there, that is Bowsher trying to use their size advantage. Osei tried to block
not
off
surprised
Arnold
by
there.
that. Bears quickly back this way. Avery and Fisher attacks. Hanna gets the open three from the left corner and buries it. Big shot from Piper Hanna, exactly what the doctor ordered. Someone else knocking a shot down from the outside gives the Bears the early 5-3 lead. Harris continues to work, poked away by Fisher. Good help by Avery and Fisher. Trammell up top working against Ava Zimmerman. There's a lob to Aaliyah Osei. If they're going to continue to face guard, then help side's going to have to be there. 5-5 off the easy basket for Aaliyah Osei, who had a big night last night for the Bowsher Blue Racers. Right side jump shot. Avery Ann Fisher stays hot, knocks down the 15-footer.
Yeah,
Makes
Bowsher,
the lead 7-5 for Bryan early.
Bowsher likes this diamond press, but the issue with it is sometimes they get pressed too high, and that leaves a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1 there for the Lady Bears, like it just did there.
And can the Bears continue to throw over the top and get easy shots? Because if so, you can get them out of that press. Trammell with another open look for three. This time she knocks it down. 3-point field goal for Talea Trammell gives Bowsher the 8-7 lead. Fisher attacks again, and another layup again. 6 early points for the freshman.
We're 2 minutes into this game, and we already have 17 points scored.
Very
if you like watching offensive basketball, this is the game for you.
9-8. I don't think either team's really run a whole lot of offense. Been some quick shots early in the non-existent shot clock here as Turner works. Handoff to Harris. Left corner three is up, and she buries it. Everybody comes out hot. 11-9. Bowsher takes the lead. 5:36 left in the opening frame on the main stop scoreboard here in Bryan. Ava Zimmerman working against the pressure. Gets it to Josie Arnold. Dribbles herself into a trap across the line. Tough spot. Gets out. Finds Amaya Langham. Had a wide open lane to drive. Tries the three. No good. Rebound goes to Harris. She slipped. Looked like she could have been bumped by Arnold. No call. And then the ball's off Harris, out of bounds. So a turnover by Bowsher. Bryan will have the ball underneath their own basket. Down two. 11-9 lead for Bowsher early here in the first quarter.
Yeah, although it didn't go in, I really like that shot by Amaya Langham. She needs to keep taking that shot because one of those are going to start falling for her.
Avery Ann Fisher tries the middle. Amaya Langham works off the screen, takes a jump shot, can't get it to go. Rebound to Asia Osei. She'll work up the left side, loses the handle, turns the ball over to Piper Hanna. Piper Hanna pushes up left side, dribbles the ball back out, sets the offense, looking for some help, finds Langham, left elbow, drive taken away. You see Bowsher is face guarding Josie Arnold with Talia Turner.
Just a bit of a miscommunication there. I think Hannah thought that Fisher was where she wasn't and just turns the ball over.
And that's going to be a second foul on Piper Hanna. She gets called trying to poke the ball away, so we're going to have a sub at the table. Gabby Mossberg is going to check in here for Piper Hanna. Miley Vollmer checks in as well.
For Fisher.
So Fisher and Hanna both get breaks.
Yeah, and I think Mossberg is a very similar player to Hannah, just a little bit bigger. That might be trying to get there defensively with a little bit more size here or there.
Osei to Osei. Miley Vollmer mistimes her jump, misses a defensive rebound, get an easy putback for Turner. 13-9, Bowsher with the lead. Gabby Mossberg trying to beat the pressure, falls down, loses her dribble. Harris with the quick three on the other end. Doesn't go, chased down by Turner. Entry pass, they're going to get an offensive foul on Aaliyah Osei, trying to clear out some space on Josie Arnold. Little too physical by the post player from Bowsher.
Yeah, but already we're seeing one of the keys that Coach Blackman said, and that's shooting. Right now they've only missed 3 of their shots that they've taken. On all of them are from 3, so they're shooting really well right now. And I'm really seeing Kalasia Harris shoot confidently. She's already taken 2 or 3 threes and made a couple of them. So we'll have to be interesting to see if they keep that in the way.
Ball got tipped around, ended up in Miley Vollmer's hand, had a good look at a layup, couldn't get it to go. Boy, Harris just got away with a walk. No harm, no foul. Bears come up with the miss. Josie Arnold takes it to the middle, and then they're going to call a travel on her. Probably took that a dribble too far into the paint, needed to kick that sooner, make a quicker decision. I think she got caught in between, do I go to the rest of the way to the hole or get rid of it? So turnover for the Bears. 13-9, Bowsher leads, 3:53 left here in the first quarter. Been in a hectic pace to start for sure, and I think we expected that out of Bowsher. We'll see if the Bears can control pace enough that they can get good shots, not turn the ball over a lot as we go.
Yeah, the pace is definitely going to be something that the Bears need to make an adjustment to. They've had a couple turnovers just because of how fast this game is going.
Harris works up against Mossberg. Zimmerman helps off against her. Switch off to Amaya Langham now. Zimmerman back on Harris. So the Bears happy to switch and help. Osei misses, working against Miley Vollmer. Aaliyah Osei with the miss. Arnold gets the ball up to Amaya Langham. Bowsher continues to face guard with Turner on Arnold. 3-ball from the left corner from Gabby Mossberg, misses everything. Rebound to Trammell. And Trammell runs it up the floor quickly for Bowsher. Guarded tightly by Ava Zimmerman. Crosses over, gets to the basket. Turner open, right corner 3. No good. Nobody checked out Asia Osei. She's able to come in and get the offensive rebound and then fouled by Josie Arnold. She'll shoot 2 free throws from the Welding Construction free throw line. Welding Construction is third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712.
Yeah, if you're the Lady Bears there, what you cannot let happen is Aaliyah Osei just run unmarked without being boxed out through that entire Lady Bears defense, and she gets an easy rebound because nobody boxed her out, nobody found a body there.
Yeah, the Bears got caught in some switches and a little bit of a scramble there off penetration. I think no one was with Osei. Good recognition by her to go crash the boards. Ends up at the free throw line, makes her first and hits the second. So 6-point lead now for Bowsher, 15-9 on the main stop scoreboard. 3 minutes left here in the opening frame. A couple of diagonals from the Bears. Zimmerman to Vollmer, Vollmer to Fisher. Fisher's trapped now, gets the ball to Arnold. Arnold gets a tough shot out, won't go. Rattled around the rim and didn't fall. Bowsher now looks to push the tempo. Ball up the floor to Osei, and a second foul, dumber than the first by Arnold. Osei had good position right there, no reason to give up the foul. But that's going to be 2 on Josie Arnold, so she's going to take a break. Kelsey Thiel will check in for her.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Like we saw last time that Bowsher played, they play this really fast tempo, but starting to get in the second quarter into the third quarter, we see some tiredness and fatigue. I'm seeing a little bit already from them, a couple hands on knees, hands on hips, so that might be something that they're pushing this pace, but is it going to stay that way?
Long free throw, hard off the glass by Aaliyah Osei, but she gets her own rebound. Swing it to Harris, left side 3 is up and no good. Long rebound out to Gabby Mossberg. Good job of controlling herself there. Got ran into by a couple players. 17-9, 8-point lead. Ava Zimmerman's going to try the right side. Runner is up and good.
That's a
nice
really
spin
good job.
dribble there by Ava Zimmerman. That's her game. Attack off of a spin. Loves to go left, spin back to her right hand. Got it there and finished. Fouls on number 1, Kalasia Harris. That's her first. Ava Zimmerman will shoot the free throw to get the 3-point play. Free throw for Zimmerman is up and good. 17-12, 5-point lead now for Bowsher. Bears trying to get their legs back underneath them a little bit. Quickly up the floor to Asia Osei. Great box out by Avery Ann Fisher. The freshman does a great job. Gets the ball. Kelsey Thiel loses the handle. Ball gets tied up. Possession arrow is going to be with the Bears.
Coach, I think Coach Blackman called a timeout there right after
I don't
that
think
jump
they
ball.
had possession. The ball was tied up. I'm not quite sure how the official gave the timeout, but the official at half court gave them a 30-second timeout.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how you say anybody had possession because it was tied up with a jump ball, so I'm not sure who's going to have possession when they come out.
What they might have done is they might have called it the jump ball or called the timeout after the jump ball, but we'll see what
If they make the correct call, they'll call a jump ball. It'll be Bryan's ball out underneath, regardless. They can get the timeout, but it should have been a tied-up ball and a jump ball possession to Bryan.
Yeah, Coach Walker's having a conversation with the ref now.
Yeah, he's not going to get an answer he likes. If we don't end up with the ball, this isn't going to be a very good answer. And that's the official farthest away, so he has no idea who had possession. But Bowsher's going to end up with possession after the timeout was called by Coach Blackman.
Yeah, I really don't think Bowsher had possession there. I think it was still kind
I
of
think both teams did. I think it was a jump ball. That's
Yep.
what should have been the call, but the official blew the whistle a little too soon as Coach Blackman was in his ear calling the timeout. Harris gets a look at the 3, top of the key, doesn't go. Good rebound by Kelsey Thiel. Ava Zimmerman looks to push. Chased from behind by Turner. Ball back to Zimmerman. 2 minutes left here in the first. Zimmerman to Thiel. Thiel to Vollmer. Vollmer with a shot fake. Tries left side. Swings to Fisher.
Fisher needs to get rid of it.
Fisher at the left elbow. Drawing a lot of company. Miley Vollmer with a good jab step. Good move. We're going to get a foul called at the rim. Miley Vollmer is going to shoot 2. That foul is going to be on number 11, Sakaya Turner. Miley Vollmer will go to the line and shoot 2. Good strong move twice now out of Miley Vollmer. We've seen her be aggressive and attack the basket.
Yeah, that's a really helpful thing for Bryan. If she's able to drive to the basket and draw contact and get to the line, that really can help them out.
First free throw goes for Miley Vollmer at the Welding Construction free throw line. 17-13. Bears doing a good job weathering the storm here early. You got to get used to the pace of play. Got to get used to the pressure and what they're trying to do offensively. make your adjustments from there. This is a little different than what you've been seeing here in your last few ball games.
Yeah, and both teams start off hot. They're starting to cool down now, so we're going to see probably a little bit, maybe the pace slow down a little bit. At least shots aren't falling as much as they were early.
Well, and you can let Bowsher speed themselves up. We saw Fairview do that last night, force them into some turnovers, let them get out of control. But they've been much more under control and more prepared tonight to push. Great job there by Miley Vollmer knocking the entry pass away.
Yeah, Miley's frustrated because she thought she probably could have held on to it there, but really just a great play by her to get a hand on it.
Play. Miley made both free throws down there. 17-14 Bowsher leads. Asia Osei inbounded to Turner, who turns it over, throws it to Avery Ann Fisher. Avery Ann Fisher goes right into the chest of the defender, but a good job by Turner not drawing with foul. And Bowsher looks to run. Asia Osei attacks, kicks the right side. Mumu Allen is in the game for Bowsher. She'll throw a lefty runner up and get it to go. 19-14 now, 5-point lead for Bowsher. We have a stoppage to play as the ball rolls away. And Ava Zimmerman is going to check in the game for Miley Vollmer, give her a break. Kelsey Thiel, pretty much the lone post now. 4 guards and a post player on the floor now for Coach Grosstein's squad.
Yeah, we saw him early try to put her and Miley into the game just to try to get some size advantage.
Ava Zimmerman got trapped. Up at half court, Coach Grosstein calls timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one with him. We'll be back here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. All right, back at Bryan High School, Coach Grosstein gets a 30-second timeout after Ava Zimmerman got trapped. On the floor for the Bears, Langham, Zimmerman, Mossberg, Arnold, Fisher. On the floor for Bowsher is Allen, Osei, Trammell, Turner, and Harris. Gabby Mossberg's got at the top. Now hands off to Langham, who hands off to Zimmerman. Works off a screen from Arnold. Had a chance for a 3. Gabby Mossberg tries right side. Has the ball stripped away. Turned it over to Bowsher. Trammell gets in the front court, settles it down, gets it to Harris on the G in front of the Bryan bench. Bears now in a 2-3 zone to try to take away a little bit of that size advantage. Find some shooters. Trammell with a set shot 3 from the left side, or Mumu Allen, sorry. Set shot 3 doesn't go. Rebound to Avery Ann Fisher. What the Bears need to see, defensive rebounds against this bigger Bowsher team. Arnold's got it at the top, working against Turner. Had a lot of trouble just finding the basketball. And that time she travels. Good defense by Sakaya Turner. Has just been a little bit frustrating for Arnold. Needs to get herself under control a little bit right now as Miley Vollmer will check back in for her.
Yeah, and that's Bryan's 8th turnover on the half, and that's not what you want to see, especially against this Bowsher team who only has 5 turnovers on the half, and we really thought that they were going to be the team that was turning the ball over more. So a couple mistakes here early.
Yeah. 3 seconds on the clock, rolled into Harris. She's going to launch one from in front of the Bryan bench and buries the 3 from the D.
What a shot.
Ava Zimmerman, nice job. Played defense right in front of her, but a better shot. So that gives Bowsher the 8-point lead at the end of the first. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with second quarter action from the finals of the Holiday Classic. Back at Bryan High School to start the second quarter here. Toledo Bowsher with a 22-14 lead. 22 first quarter points for Bowsher, who shot the lights out that quarter. Bryan with a little bit of foul trouble. Josie Arnold has 2. She's on the floor. Piper Hanna has 2. She's on the bench to start the quarter. And the Bears need to find some offense. A good start from Avery Ann Fisher. She was big early. Miley Vollmer's been good off the bench. She's on the floor still for the Bears. Bears need to figure out the longer, quicker defenders here from Toledo Bowsher. A little bit of a struggle here early with the pressure they're getting out of the blue jerseys. Ava Zimmerman with a shot fake. So they're going to get a foul here on Turner. Shot fake and attack. Tried to get a jump shot off. Turner fouled her. I don't know that she agrees with the call, but it was the right call. So Ava Zimmerman's going to go to the free throw line for her second trip tonight. Good aggressive move by her. Free throws tonight brought to you by Welling Construction, third-generation, family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712. First free throw is up and good for Zimmerman. We'll see Gabby Mossberg check in for Josie Arnold. Coach Grosstein's got to be a little bit creative to protect her and Piper Hanna here the rest of the first half. So they've got people on the floor in the second, not lose their rotation too quickly. Second free throw is good.
Yeah,
5 points here for Zimmerman, 22-16 lead for Bowsher.
Grosjean's known for making those offensive defensive subs. He's going to take Josie out on defense, and he'll sub her back in when he can on offense to try to keep her from fouling.
Harris from the spot where she buried the long three to end the quarter. Now Trammell up top. Volleyball line swings it to Asia Osei. Right corner three. Harris has come out absolutely on fire. I think that's her 4-3, 12 points for her already. And she's lived up to who we thought she was going to be last night. Struggled last night, single-digit points, but they didn't need her as much. Tonight she's been excellent. Avery Ann Fisher, strong move right at Aaliyah Osei. No call either way. Banks it in off glass. 8 points for the freshman early here. 7-point lead for Bowsher as a swing across to Asia Osei. She'll fire a three. Long off back iron. Board from Avery Ann Fisher, and the Bears are going to try to run.
Yeah, Bowsher's only made 4 threes today, and every single one of them has been from Harris. So she's really been keeping them in it behind the point line.
Gabby Mossberg is going to turn it over. Got herself off balance, fell down, lost her balance, and fell to the floor. Going to get the travel called. Ball rolls over beside the bleachers. A little bit of a break. The Bears have a chance to get back to the other end and set their defense. 6:40 left on the main stop scoreboard. Bowsher with a 25-18 lead. Open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget Thirsty Thursdays every Thursday at the main stops. Harris in front of the Bryan bench. Swings it to the top to Trammell. Bears in a 2-3 zone. Asia Osei tries to get into Aaliyah Osei. Good denial there by Miley Vollmer. Knocks it out of bounds. Bowsher will have it inbounding underneath their own hoop.
I think Coach Grosjean has been happy with the Lady Bears defense when they force Bowsher to slow down and play set offense, because right now they really haven't gotten a lot out of it. It's just that real quick transition offense has been killing them so far.
And it's been Kalacia Harris who gets a runner, can't get it to go. Another defensive rebound there by Avery Ann Fisher off of the Harris miss. Good defense there by the Bears, forced a tough shot out of Harris. Miley Vollmer stuck, stepped through, just about gets the scoop shot to go. Ball saved in bounds, goes to Vollmer, and then it's going to be knocked away off Vollmer's legs. Too bad the Bears had a couple of open shooters on the backside block. That ball is going to be called out of bounds off of Bryan. 6 minutes left here in the first half. That's the second time the ball's gone down that. But I don't think I've seen that yet since we've been here, and twice in the last 2 possessions the ball's ended up down there behind the bleachers.
Yeah, Miley Vollmer did a good job there to do a step through and get past her defender, just couldn't make the layup fall. Another turnover there by Bowsher, and Bryan will get the ball back.
And that's what the Bears want to see. Settle down a little bit defensively here. Let Bowsher turn the ball over some. We get a break here now. Gabby Mossberg, the offensive defensive sub. Arnold checks in for her. She'll inbound it to Ava Zimmerman in the backcourt. Gives it up to Arnold with a long diagonal. And Kamaya Draper, who's checked in for Bowsher, does a great job of sprinting from the backside, poking that pass away out of bounds. The Bears will inbound from the left side underneath their own hoop. Arnold will inbounds. Looking for some action inside, finds Vollmer, back to Arnold. Left side three is up. Long off back iron, rebound to Avery Ann Fisher. She finds Amaya Langham, back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman resets, finds Vollmer. Vollmer, good attack on the left side. Her pass gets intercepted by Trammell. Trammell's going to take it all the way, make the scoop right-hand layup. 27-18, Bowsher with the lead. Good defense, good run out, and a nice finish there for Bowsher.
Yeah, and it was smart there for Amaya Langham not to pick up an easy foul there, because she had pretty much a wide-open layup.
Josie Arnold gets another look at a three from in front of the Bowsher bench, doesn't go. Amaya Langham with a good run at the offensive rebound. She can't get the follow. Bowsher will push. Trammell settles it down a little bit. She's going to try the top of the key, finds Asia Osei tries to find Asia Osei, but she turns it over. Ball gets poked away by Miley Vollmer. Avery Ann Fisher tries to run through contact there from Aaliyah Osei. No call again. Hasn't been a lot of calls on contact going to the rim. I think they're going to let him play a little bit. More contact
really
up top. There. Ball in a scramble. A couple bodies went down. Ball ends up in Asia Osei's hands on the right side, and she buries the three. Gives Bowsher a 12-point lead, 30-18. Arnold works up top against Asia Osei. She's going to try the left side all the way to the basket. She's going to get fouled. Josie Arnold get a chance to go to the free throw line for her first points of the night. Bowsher's done a great job of taking her away. That's going to be on Alicia Osei. Her second, team's second of the quarter. Josie Arnold will go to the line, try to cut this lead to 10.
Yeah, like you said, they've been doing a really good job of shutting Josie down. She has not really been much a threat to them at all in this game, and it's because of really good defense and also forcing her to get fouls early and making it so she can't really play on defense now either. And she's a great defensive player most games, and she hasn't been able to do that today because of these offensive-defensive subs.
And that first free throw, the Welding Construction free throw line is good. Makes it 30-19. Gabby Mossberg checks back in, gives Avery Ann Fisher a well-deserved break. She's played a really good game to this point. Freshman has been solid all year. Second free throw is good. We're going to see a sub again. Mackenzie Mason will come get Josie Arnold.
10-point game, 4 minutes and 24 seconds. I'd really like to see Bryan here force another turnover from Bowsher. A couple times they've been able to deny entry passes and get a steal, and I'd like them to score off that turnover too. Kind of put them right back into it.
Harris works off of a screen from Osei and buries her 5th three of the first half. And you're right, I think our defense has been good. Her offense has been better. That's been the toughest part for the Bears, is the offense from Harris has been way better than the defense from the Bears by no fault of their own. And there's a turnover from the Bears. Mason throws it through Vollmer's hands. Harris stepped through. The layup is good.
Harris can do no wrong in this half.
Nope, she is feeling it. 17 points with 3:48 left, and we're going to get a timeout from Coach Grosjean. Right now, Kalasia Harris is just too good. Full timeout. We'll take it with them here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Back at Bryan High School, Coach Todd Grosjean calls a full timeout. His Bears down 15 to Toledo Bowsher right now, and it's been the Kalasia Harris show. All of Bowsher's been good. She's been great. She's got 17, 5 threes, just made a layup off of a turnover there from the Golden Bears. 13 turnovers here in the first half for the Golden Bears, and it's led to a lot of points on the other end. It's tough to get a lot of things done if you can't take care of the basketball. So we'll see if the Bears are able to get in this last 3:48. If they can cut this lead down, especially if they could get it to single digits, something manageable to start the half, give themselves a chance when the second half rolls around. We see that continuation of that great trap out of Toledo Bowsher. Amaya Langham had it. She was stuck. She got it away, found Mossberg, who finds Ava Zimmerman, tries to float her off glass. No good. Rebound by Bowsher. Up ahead to Asia Osei, back to Harris. Bears try to chase her off the three-point line. She ends up with a layup. Got a little bit lackadaisical with that one, not able to get it to go.
Yeah, and we see Coach Grosjean calling for a double team on her. You had Gabby Mossberg step over and help there.
Mossberg with a nice open lane runner, misses the layup, but the ball goes out of bounds off of Bowsher. Bears will have the ball out of bounds underneath their own hoop. 35-20 main stop scoreboard. Bowsher with a 15-point lead. About 3 minutes left here in the half. Zimmerman with a great take again. Can't get the layup to go. Just a little too strong off glass, but a great move. That ball's got to go down for Ava Zimmerman. Great move by her to get to the rim. Just couldn't get it to fall. Asia Osei will attack. Bears defense steps to help. Draper misses. Good check outside time by the Bears. Ball was able to bounce in the lane. Amaya Langham picked it up, swings it to Josie Arnold. She'll get it across the timeline. Josie Arnold working against Moo Allen. We're going to reach there on Trammell from Bowsher. Tried to reach in, poke the ball away from Arnold. Bears will have it out of bounds underneath. Talia Trammell picks up her first, team's third of the quarter. Avery Ann Fisher checks back in for Mackenzie Mason. Freshman checks in for senior. Arnold is going to inbounds. Finds Amaya Langham on the backside block. Finds Arnold. Gets her shot blocked from behind by Kalasia Harris.
Even though she got her shot blocked, that's a really good look. A good inbounds pass to find Langham, and then Langham a really good around the body pass to find Arnold, and she gets blocked.
That was a good look. That's one where you got to use your shot fake. Get the defender up and get yourself to the free throw line. Arnold's going to try the left side against Trammell. Nothing there. Swings it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman working against Allen. Beats her with the spin dribble. Help comes. Ava Zimmerman with a great finish off glass. Great move, great finish. 7 points now for Ava Zimmerman. Broke out a little bit last night. Got out of a scoring slump. Had 8 points and was really good offensively for the Bears. Harris tries to go the distance. grabs her own air ball but stepped on the end line as she tried to throw the ball. And that's one thing Coach Grosjean can hope. Maybe if we can't stop Harris, maybe she'll at least get tired and start to miss some shots.
Yeah, she's missed 2 layups now back-to-back. First one was just because she got a little bit lazy there when she got to the rim. Second one, just not a great shot, had a little bit of pressure on her. Hopefully she slows herself down there for the Lady Bears if they want to have a chance in this game.
Josie Arnold works against Trammell, finds Mossberg for the open 3 right corner. Long, can't get it to go. Bears crash the board. I think the Bears bench and the crowd would have liked the Bear hug call from behind, but we're going to get a jump ball call. Good hustle there by the Bears to grab the rebound. Miley Vollmer's going to check in for Josie Arnold with 1:46 left on the clock. 13-point lead for Bowsher on the main stop scoreboard, 35-22, 1:46 left in the half. Bears need to find a way to get some stops and some buckets here in the last minute 46 to get this a little bit more within a manageable deficit before we get to the half.
Yeah, the last thing you want is to be down 15 to 20 points at half. That's a really hard deficit to come back from.
Draper with a good strong move inside, misses, gets her own miss, put back. There could have been an offensive or a travel there, but it's pretty much let him play inside tonight. I think the whistle is definitely in favor of a team that's got the bigger post players because there's not a lot of stuff called at the rim. We're going to get a jump ball called there. Avery Ann Fisher attacks. I think that was Harris that tied her up. Jump ball call. The Bears will take it out of bounds underneath. The lead stays at 15 right now for Bowsher. Arnold's going to inbound. Langham gets an open look at a 3, turns it down, finds Arnold. Has the ball knocked away by Trammell. Langham tries the baseline, nothing there. Miley Vollmer's got it. Avery Ann Fisher finds herself on the block with Mumu Allen, has the ball taken away. We're going to get another jump ball down here, and that's going to be a turnover for the Lady Bears.
Yeah, I'd like to see Langham take that shot. You can tell she's struggling with a little bit of confidence right now. She hasn't been playing to her level that she thinks she should be playing at, and she turns away an open 3. I think that she needs to keep taking those shots because those shots are going to eventually fall, and it's going to help the Lady Bears get back into this game.
Yeah, and with the defensive intensity we're seeing from Bowsher, you just have to take the shots you get at this point. And we're going to get a tough luck foul there on Gabby Mossberg. She was just trying to stay with Harris, face guard her, and take away the handoff, and she just ran over Trammell there as she's trying to hand the ball off to Harris. So that'll be the first on Mossberg. First this quarter for the Bears. Bowsher's going to inbound from in front of the scorer's table.
Yeah, they have 50 seconds left on the clock here. I'm not expecting them to try to dribble the clock out at all.
Nope, I think they're going to take the first good shot they get. They got the ball to Harris working against Mossberg up high. She loses the handle taken away by Ava Zimmerman. Back to Amaya Langham. Bears have got it across the timeline. Need to find a bucket in this possession.
Yeah, if they can get a bucket right before half, they can get some confidence going into the locker room. Can really help out a team to start a second half.
Avery Ann Fisher loses possession of the ball again. This is going to be another turnover. Run out by Draper, chased down by Mossberg. Draper misses the layup. Fortunate there for the Bears. 10 seconds left. Ava Zimmerman's got it, down 15. Bears need to find any kind of good shot here. 4 seconds left. Zimmerman works, gets it all the way to the rim, and we're going to get a foul called, and I think that's a good call. Some lazy defense out of Bowsher.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Zimmerman. Oh, she struggles to get up, a little bit of weight.
Yeah, she kind of came down funny right there. She's being a little bit ginger on that ankle right now. Foul was called on Draper. So Zimmerman's going to go down. We're going to take a break here in the action and see how she is. We'll take a break right now. We'll come back on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Welcome back. As Ava Zimmerman is walking off the court, looks like she's going to go to the training office with a bit of a limp. We hope she's okay. Josie Arnold got subbed in for Zimmerman. She'll get the she didn't earn the foul, but she gets to take the free throws for her. Best friends. I think that's the nice thing best friends can do for each other. She's going to take her free throws.
From her buddy right there. So hopefully she can pick up these 2 free throws, get the Bears a little bit closer, make that pain a little bit less for Ava Zimmerman, who's been great attacking the basket tonight.
Yeah, and right right there was phenomenal too. She did a really good job knowing how much time was left on the clock, drove to the hole, got past the defender, and drew a foul, and a really good job there.
Second free throw here, a chance to get this to 14 with 1.3 on the clock. And barring another miracle three from Kalasia Harris, who showed us she could do that at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, Mossberg just got to be careful here. Earlier in one of the games, I think it was Edgerton, she fouled on a big three like this, and she can't have that happen again.
There's exactly what you couldn't have happen.
Wow, that was just a great play to get two before the half.
I know that's not what the coaches wanted, why we allowed them to run over the top. We always wanted to catch it going away from the basket. And Bowsher just scores with 1.3 seconds left on a long pass chased down by Kalasia Harris for her 19th point of the half, a 39-24 lead. And Kalasia Harris has been absolutely unstoppable for Bowsher in the first half. And that's been pretty much the story. Her 5 threes, 19 points, and the Bears unable to have an answer. Even trying to face guard, she's just been too good. And the defense for Bowsher on the other end has caused the Bears a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Kalasia Harris has had a phenomenal game. You know, when I saw her averages going into watching last night's game, I was like, are you sure that these numbers are right? And they are right. Like, watching her play today has been very impressive. She's made some really tough shots, some really good threes, made some nice layups as well, too. She's really been the driving force for this great offensive half by Bowsher Blue Racers.
Yeah, I think Coach Blackman's going to go in and be really happy. This is a much better team than what we saw last night. Whether it was a conversation they had after last night's game or something they did at a shoot-around today, they've come out with a little different intensity, a little different effort than what they showed last night against Fairview, unfortunately for the Bears. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk some stats. We'll talk some breakdown of the first half and see if we can figure out a way for the Bears to get back in this in the second half. You're listening to the finals of the girls' BCSN Holiday Classic at Bryan High School. Bowsher leads 39-24. All right, we're back at halftime here. Lady Bears Holiday Classic. Bowsher with a 39-24 lead after a torrid first half, mainly from Kalasia Harris, but all of the Bowsher Blue Racers were playing really well. Today's game is brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, Daniel Van Atta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply Center. So let's talk some halftime adjustments. If you are Coach Grosjean and his staff back there down 15 after what you saw in that first half, what are you talking about? What's your priority as far as making some adjustments?
Well, I mean, obviously the most obvious thing is shutting down Kalasia Harris. 19 points and a half, playing phenomenally. And right now, I don't know how you stop her. She's been shooting the ball lights out, and then when you go face guard her, she just goes and drives down the hole and gets a layup. So I think it might be some sort of new defense. Maybe we're going to see a zone out of them. Maybe we're going to see some double-team action, like we've seen some other games where you double-team their best player and you take who you think is their weakest link, and you take that defender and have them play a little bit of extra help defense there. But I think something needs to happen to slow her down, because 19 points in one half, if she doubles that, there's no way the Lady Bears are getting back into this game.
No, you're going to have to hope more that she gets tired more than anything else, so hopefully that will slow her down. She's just been phenomenal here in the first half, so the Bears are going to have to come up with some kind of wrinkle or something, or just hope that the law of averages works in their favor and she starts missing some shots. So you doing anything different if you're Coach Blackman coming out of the Bowsher timeout or out of the Bowsher locker room?
Honestly, I'm not doing much different, because what's been working for them has continued to work for them. The only thing I would change is I do think, like you said, law of averages. I mean, sometimes shooters are hot and it just sticks with them. But so you don't have to put all the work on Harris. I'd like to see Aaliyah Osai working down low. I'd like to see Sakaya Turner. Both of them, they both have size advantages. We've seen the mismatch for them down low, and we've seen them trying to get to it. But Miley Vollmer has done a very good job down low, and some of the other players have done a really good job of stepping up and denying the entry passes. I'd like to see them get a better seal down low. I'd like to see a little bit more post work down there, because I really do think they can get some really easy points from just getting the ball down low and finding their bigs down.
And we'll see what happens when both teams come out. So do you have some stats for us from the first half?
Yeah, so, I mean, this is the tale of two different games that we saw from each team yesterday. Bryan shot lights out yesterday, really haven't shot all that well today, especially from three. And then yesterday we were thinking, oh, Bowsher cannot shoot the ball, and then they go in today. And, Harris is really helping pad their stats a little bit. But, Bowsher's shooting 15 for 33, but compared to yesterday, about 50% to today, compared to yesterday was about 15%. So a lot better there. Bryan's only shooting 7 for 19. The biggest thing for me is that Bowsher's made 6 threes. They're 6 for 14. Bryan has only taken 6 threes, and they made 1 of them. And that's something that that Ladies Bears team that's kind of live by the sword, die by the sword. If they don't make their threes, they kind of struggle, and we've seen it in a couple of games, and especially today we're seeing it. The biggest stat, I think, is the turnover battle, whereas Bryan had 15 turnovers, which is just not where Coach Grosjean wants his girls at all. And Bowsher only had 8, which is way less than they had yesterday. We didn't keep stats yesterday, but way less than they had. And then also the rebounding stats. Bowsher had 13 total, 6 offensive rebounds. The Bears had 12 total, but only 3 offensive rebounds. So they're holding their own on defensive rebounds, actually out-rebounding them on defense, but on offense they're just kind of struggling. And then I really think that Trummel has been doing a great job of shutting down Arnold. She's been doing a really good job of stopping Josie. She's been guarding her the whole night and has made her basically non-existent in this Bears team, and that's how they wanted to stop this team, and that's what they're doing.
And early on, you saw the Bears get some good help. Fisher was scoring early. Zimmerman's been good. That's going to have to continue. That face guard's not going away. They're not going to stop trying to take away the leading scorer. So everybody else has got to continue to get open and knock down some shots. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back real quick. We'll talk a little bit more of some out-of-town scores, what both teams are going to do, and we'll get ready for second half action here from Bryan High School. All right, we're back at Bryan High School. Halftime, about 2:40 left here from the start of the second half. Bears are back on the floor getting their shots up. Reminder that today's game is brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, Daniel Van Atta Agency, the Curl Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply. I think Dom's got some out-of-town scores to go through as we get ready for second half action. Yeah,
we'll start on the girls' end. There's a girls' final. Delta beat Otsego league game 55-35, not league game, league team. And then girls' final, Tenora 28, Stryker 26. On the boys' end, at the end of one, Liberty Center 15, Napoleon 7, PH 68, Columbus Grove 53 final, and Ayersville 49, Holgate 28. The Bryan boys halftime were down by 3 to Rossford 31-28. That was about 30 minutes ago. I'm not sure what the score is now, but they're fighting in a game as well. We'll try to keep you updated on that if we get a final for that.
And a big win for the boys last night, hoping to get back-to-back on their last weekend before league games start. That'd be a big weekend for Coach Parker, so hopefully they'll be able to figure out pulling that game out. I would be remiss to not mention, we've talked a lot about Bowsher, and Coach Zedike has reminded me, a little bit of last night. Fairview did a really good job of defending Bowsher. They forced the tempo, and I think Bowsher played a little helter-skelter by what Fairview was taking away. I don't think that we can take anything away from the job they did against a really good offensive team. Maybe the Bears can take something from that at what they talked about at the half. Harris is hot. Harris got her shots last night, didn't knock them down. Tonight she is. But if you can, I thought we've done a pretty good job on the boards. If we can continue to keep them off the offensive glass, get them to miss some shots, maybe the Bears can find a way to claw back into this. I think a little bit of a tough break for the Bears is I don't see Ava Zimmerman right now. She's in the huddle, but I didn't see her getting a lot of shots up at the half, so we'll see what happens with her here in the second half, whether or not she's going to be on the floor. Right now, she's not on the board to start the second half. Right now it's Langham, Mossberg, Hannah, Fisher, and Arnold are the 5 that are going to start here the second half for the Bears, so we'll see how Ava Zimmerman feels after looking like she rolled an ankle going down the paint that last play of the half. And then on the other side for Bowsher, it looks like starters for them, both of the Osei girls, Asia and Aaliyah, then Trammell, Harris, and Turner are on the floor for Bowsher. The Bears will have it here to start the half. 12 seconds left before we go. Need a good third quarter, need a good start here for the Bears. Find some offense, get some stops, see if they can cut into this lead here to get a chance going into the final frame.
Yeah, Lady Bears need to get hot early here because right now Bowsher's been a team of streaks. They've gone on a couple of runs and scored a lot of points in those runs, but when they haven't been, they haven't scored a lot. So if the Lady Bears can get ahead of that and score some points early here, get a good run going, they can change the outcome of this half. But what they can't do is start off slow, let Bowsher get hot, because then there's no coming back from a 25-point lead.
Bowsher shows up first in a 1-2-2 trying to trap. Bears got a good look from Avery and Fisher on the right block. Don't get it to go. And they're quickly up with the ball in the hands of Harris. Drops it down into Leah Osei. Shoots over the top of Josie Arnold. No good. Rebound backside by Avery and Fisher. Saw the play in there right away from Bowsher. Arnold takes the 3, misses off front iron. Still can't find the range. Good rebound there by Piper Hannah, who's back on the floor. She sat all of the second quarter with her 2 fouls. Fisher's working the left side here in front of the Bryan bench. Gets it to Mossberg. Swings at the top to Arnold. Arnold guarded by Aaliyah Osei. Langham works off of a screen. So now Bowsher is in man-to-man. Came out in that 1-2-2 half-court trap to start. Right back into their man-to-man with Turner face guarding Arnold on the floor.
Yeah, and you can see Arnold's getting a little bit frustrated. Bowsher's being really physical with her and not really letting her have anything easy. And you can see she's getting a little bit of visual frustration now from them.
Yeah, I don't believe there's anything fun about getting chased around by somebody in your grill all night long.
No,
they're going to have to find a way. Bryan's going to have to find a way either to get her open with some screens, or she's going to have to find some backdoor cuts here early to try to beat that defense, because if you allow that to continue to bother you and continue to be an issue, they're not going to get out of that defense.
Nope.
So we got a timeout here. Coach Grosjean had to call a 30. Ball got trapped in front of their bench. Reminder that all of our timeouts are sponsored by SNS Directional Boring. Don't let old lead water lines or broken sewer laterals give your home an unexpected timeout. Unsure if you have lead water lines, call SNS Directional Boring at 419-630-0726, and we'll inspect it for you. So the Bears will have it by the scores table to inbound.
Yeah, it's been a theme for this whole season. We've talked about it all the time. It can't just be Josie Arnold. It can't just be one or two players. Really now more than ever, they got to find someone else. Someone else has got to step up and be big, especially with Ava Zimmerman out. Somebody's got to step up and find the basket here for the Lady Bears early.
Maya Langham with it in the paint, gets stopped. Fisher works off of a screen from Arnold, tries a reverse layup, gets it to go, and gets fouled. Great take by the freshman. That's going to get her to double digits, and she's got a free throw to shoot. Foul is on number 10. That's Trammell, her second foul.
Yeah, Fisher's been that girl that stepped up today. 10 points already in the first half, and just looking phenomenal so far.
You gotta like the way she plays as a freshman. Just a fearless competitor, likes to go to the basket. I didn't know, we talked about that last night. That was her game in junior high. I didn't know how that would translate for her getting to the varsity basketball court, but she's made that work. She's been really strong. She finishes, and the biggest thing is she makes her free throws. Made that one right there from the Welling Construction free throw line. Bears cut it to 12 here. Bears in there man-to-man. Mossberg was chasing in Harris. Harris goes baseline, wraps a pass to Asia Osei. Finds Aaliyah Osei. She knocks down the three. I can guarantee that's not her game, but she got her toes organized, knocked the shot down, and makes the three. Long diagonal from Arnold to Hannah. Fisher with a shot fake, 17-footer, buries it. Avery Ann Fisher continues her torrid shooting tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure earlier if Osei's shot was a three. I thought her foot was on the line, but the refs gave it to her, so 3 more points for them.
Osei can't get that to go, but the rebound on the backside by Turner. She gets the follow. 44-29, leads at 15 again for Bowsher. Arnold finds Piper Hannah in the middle to Gabby Mossberg left side. Mossberg takes it into the lane, loses a hand a little bit, finds Fisher. Fisher stuck in the paint. Amaya Langham will take a running left-hander, rolls around the rim, comes out, and Aaliyah Osei has the rebound. Pushed up to Harris. Harris attacks into the paint against Fisher and Arnold, kicks it out. Turner gets it up top to Trammell. They set the offense. Asia Osei will try it, and she banks in a three from in front of the Bowsher bench. Things are going right for you when you can bank in a three.
That spot
and the lead goes to 18 now for Bowsher. They have not cooled off any after halftime. Mossberg finds Arnold open three up top. Can't get it to go. And Bowsher runs out. Harris has got a deep three from the left side. Kind of shocked that didn't go in. Gabby Mossberg gets a rebound, but she gets tied up by Aaliyah Osei.
Yeah, Aisha Osei, that spot on the right wing has been her spot all night. She's knocked 2 or 3 down from that spot and has been really dangerous from there.
How many made threes is that for them now? They've been really hot from outside the arc.
That's their 8th made three. They're 8 for 17 right now. So over 50%, right about 50% right there.
Yep, really solid shooting tonight. Asia Osei again, left side. That one's too long. Goes off of Fisher. Fisher to Vollmer. Vollmer pushes out to Piper Hannah. Hannah finds Fisher. Fisher's going to attack. Her left-handed layup gets blocked by Turner. Ball goes out of bounds off Turner. Ball will be with the Bears. Yeah, 4:22 left here in the third.
Right now, I'm seeing the Lady Bears. They're trying to go fast. The issue is their body's moving a little bit too fast, and they're losing control of the ball when they're just trying to go forward with it.
Miley Vollmer with an open look underneath, can't get it to go on the inbounds play. She'd like to have that one back. Vollmer stays on Harris, chases her a little bit, gives her up to Hannah. Trammell's got the ball up top, Bears in man-to-man, and they're going to have to keep the tempo up if they want to try to get back into this. So Trammell goes to shoot a layup, bumps into Arnold. Nobody blocks her shot. It goes out of bounds, but Bowsher's going to keep the ball.
Yeah, I think that was the ref not knowing if he should call a foul or what he should do there. He ends up just keeping the ball here with Bowsher.
Yeah, that looked like a 5th and 6th grade Saturday morning call right there. Let's just keep it down here because I don't want to go to the other end.
Looks like a Dom Malanga first-year call.
Elevator play to Mumu Allen, and she buries a set shot 3 from the top of the key. Everybody's getting in on the action tonight.
Yeah,
21-point lead for Bowsher here halfway through the third.
It's like Oprah,
Miley
you get a
Vollmer
three, you get a three.
Yeah, everybody gets a 3. Everybody's been on fire and hot tonight for the Bowsher Blue Racers.
Yeah, and that's been the huge difference in this game. They're averaging 55 points per game, and they're already at 50, and we're just now halfway through the third quarter. I'm sure Coach Blackman is thrilled with how well her team's been shooting today, and that's one of the reasons why they're 9-1.
Right. Yeah, they've really shot the lights out. Contested, uncontested, everything seems to be going tonight for Bowsher. Bears ball, get it in the front court. Mossberg gets it up to Hannah. Hannah's going to try the left side. That's taken away. Mossberg works off of a screen from Arnold. Finds Arnold top of the key. She's working against Trammell. Goes left side, left hand. Can't get it to go. Scramble for the rebound. Aaliyah Osei comes away with it. Gets it up to Asia Osei. She gets by Miley Vollmer for the layup. Gabby Mossberg's got it.
Yeah, and that shows, I know we talked a lot.
Yeah, Miley Vollmer will try the left side 3. Can't get it to go. Cold shooting continues for the Bears. Bowsher comes down with it. 3 minutes left here in the third. 23-point lead for Bowsher. There's a little bit of a mental mistake right there as a backcourt violation. Turner didn't give Trammell time to step across half court. Get a couple subs in the game now. Kelsey Thiel checks in for Miley Vollmer. Kamaya Draper checks in for Bowsher, along with, I'm not sure which one of the players came back on the floor, but Turner and Trammell both get a break.
Yeah,
so
that's
Draper, Allen, both Oseis, and Harris on the floor for Bowsher.
We've talked a lot about Harris and her ability, but this Bowsher team is just finding ways to score even without her on the court right now.
Ball finds Avery Ann Fish, who can't get the 8-footer to drop. Both her and Kamaya Draper tie up the rebound. Jump ball goes to Bryan. Bryan will have it out of bounds underneath their basket. Ball gets taken away from Gabby Mossberg. Asia Osei takes a couple steps, gets off a 3. Draper with the backside rebound. Mumu Allen tries the lane, throws up the left hand, no good. Ball off the backside is going to be called out of bounds off of Kelsey Thiel, I believe.
Some unhappy fans with the call.
I think we're going to get a timeout here from Bowsher. They got a full timeout. We'll take it here with them. We'll be back at Bryan. Third quarter action in the Holiday Classic. Back here at Bryan, coming out of a full timeout by the Bowsher Blue Racers. They will have the ball out of bounds underneath their basket. 52-29 lead for Bowsher. Everybody's been in on the action. You look at their side of the scoreboard. 10 for Asia Osei, 5 for Mumu Allen off the bench, 19 for Harris, 7 for Trammell, 2 for Kamaya Draper off the bench. And we're going to get a whistle for, I believe, an offensive foul.
Yeah, they're going to put that on Mumu.
Mumu Allen gets called for the offensive foul for the push-off.
Yeah, and
Bowsher stays with the full court pressure here. Arnold inbounds into Hannah. Hannah works up the floor, finds Arnold on the back door. She finds Kelsey Thiel right side. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Mossberg's going to attack. Has the shot blocked and taken away. Harris getting chased to the corner by both Mossberg and Hannah. Kicks it back up top to Asia Osei. Bears trying to find who's on who and finally get themselves organized. Asia Osei against Fisher, left side runner, up and good with the lefty finish, 54-29. Nice runner right there from Asia Osei. She's been a different player tonight for sure for Coach Blackman's squad. She struggled a lot last night. Mossberg turns it over against the press. Asia Osei again with the layup, 56-29.
Really good find there from Kalisha Harris. Gets a steal and finds Osei wide open, streaking to the basket.
Bears need to settle right now as things are getting a little out of control. Arnold tries the middle, gets her shot blocked away by Asia Osei. And then they're going to call Harris ended up on the floor.
I think they're going to call a foul there on Arnold.
I'm not sure what they're going to call. I think they're giving Harris a timeout maybe.
Once again, the coach finds a way to
timeout. Yeah.
get a timeout, squeak a timeout.
That's happened twice tonight.
I want to highlight a stat real quick. Bryan is 0 for 9 in their last 9 shots. So really trying to battle back in the game, and it's hard when you don't make a shot.
That's hard to get back in the game if you can't score. Down 27, you probably got to find the bottom of the net every now and then.
Yeah, so really struggling. And, I mean, Bowsher is shooting 50% from three through in the half. So, I mean, it's really been a struggle for the Lady Bears to get back into this game. And
yeah,
the lead has just increased even more, about to a 20-point lead now. I think it's 17 now.
27.
So 27, yeah.
That's all right. You go to Bryan.
I know. No. It's been a while. I've been out of school for a week.
I don't know. I don't know how that happens. But I got some math. I think it's just because I've been adding it up as it goes, and it just keeps getting worse. We're helping me out by not scoring, so I can just keep adding to their total.
Yeah, Lady Bears really need to find a groove here, try to get a basket to help them get out of this slump.
Somebody's got to find one. Bears need to stop first and need as many stops as they can get the rest of the way out. Right now it's getting a little bit beyond, hey, let's win this game, to, hey, let's show a little bit of pride and finish this game. Osei again, step through lefty. Asia Osei now with 16.
Phenomenal today.
She has been really good tonight for the Blue Racers. I got to believe if you are Coach Blackman, you like your chances against most of the teams you're going to see on your schedule if you can get scoring like this night in and night out. See the another senior, Yursi Verdin, is in for the Bowsher Blue Racers. She played a little bit in the fourth quarter last night.
I think she subbed out Kalisha Harris. So
I get a handoff to Arnold. A little aggressive there from Asia Osei. She picks up a foul, just her first. 23.9 left here at the end of the third, 29-point lead. Bowsher has doubled up the Bears. Bears just got to try to find something offensively to build off of going out of this game. Miley Vollmer on the left side. Turn down the screen from Arnold. Picks up her dribble, finds Kelsey Thiel, right elbow. Works the left side, steps through. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Arnold will come off of a screen from Mossberg. Miley Vollmer's going to try a three. That doesn't draw anything. Rebound to Bowsher, turned over to Thiel, and the horn's going to blow before any more damage is done. So we're at the end of three quarters. Bowsher has the Bears doubled up 58-29. We'll be back for the fourth quarter and the finish of the Girls Holiday Classic.
(69-57) against Rossford. Big win there on the away game. Their very long away stretch when they went Salina Rossford back-to-back days.
Yeah, a couple of long trips on Friday and Saturday over break, but get a couple of W's. Back-to-back wins on a weekend are a big thing for anybody. That's a huge win. A couple of huge wins for Coach Parker and the boys. So hopefully that'll propel them into league play next week. So we start the fourth quarter here. Bears tie up. Aaliyah Osei underneath. She got doubled by Vollmer and Arnold. Arnold tied her up. Jump ball will go back to the Bears. So at this point, you want to stay away from the running clock. You want to find some positive offense. I'm not sure we scored many points there in that third quarter. Bears need to find some offense, find a way to do something positive here as the night ends. Fisher misses, gets her own rebound, puts it back in. Avery Ann Fisher now with 15, 58-31. And Avery Ann Fisher has definitely been a bright spot both nights for the Lady Bears. Freshman has been fantastic on the offensive end, and she's starting to figure out the defensive end of things as well. Trammell works right side baseline, fires the ball into the backcourt, and that's going to be a turnover for the Blue Racers.
Yeah, and one thing the Blue Racers that we haven't mentioned a lot today is their defense has been phenomenal. They've shut down all of our scoring opportunities. They've made it really hard for all of our scorers to score and really made it hard for this Lady Bears team to do much of anything on offense.
Yeah, they came with a little different intensity tonight than what they showed last night. They've been prepared all night long. They've been good on both ends. They've found their shooters. They've knocked down shots. And they've done a great job defensively against the Bears. Avery Fisher on the left side, working against Harris. She gets stuck, finds Amaya Langham. Amaya Langham will try the left side. Runner down the lane, left hand won't go. Ball gets tipped out to Asia Osei. Harris has it. Runs at Piper Hannah. Wrapped her shoulder into her chest. Probably got away with a little bit of an offensive. Upside defensively for the Bears is Harris had 19 in the first half. She still has 19 right now, so that part has been good. But Asia Osei took over here in the second half for Bowsher. She's got 16. Bowsher continues with that trapping press. Ball gets tipped away. Arnold gathered and then dribbled it over and back. Kind of lost her awareness of her surroundings a little bit there. 58-31, 6:27 left in the ball game.
Yeah, Lady Bears just can't really catch a break right now. Nothing's really going right for them. The good thing is a lot of these things are going wrong in one game. At the end of the day, you'd rather have it happen in this game versus Bowsher than in a league game next week.
Right. There's the upside is, you don't like to lose your Holiday Classic. You definitely don't want to get spanked in your Holiday Classic, but this isn't a league game. You got a lot of games left. Fisher finds Arnold left side, 3, finally gets one to go. Good find there by Avery and Fisher.
That's only the second 3 of the game for the Lady Bears, and as something that's been a part of their game plan pretty much this entire season, for the Bowsher Blue Racers to just shut them down today has been incredible, and it's really made Bryan struggle.
Yeah, and I think that's something the Bears have to be aware of. This is going to be the last time they see a game plan defensively like this against them. And people that will see this video are going to, anybody that sees this film is going to understand the game plan. It's kind of been established here by Bowsher. Spin move by Harris. Nice move for her. Back iron and drops in. And that good offensive night continues for the Blue Racers. And then Amaya Langham throws it right to Harris. She kicks to Asia Osei in front of the Bowsher bench, and she buries another 3.
Yeah, Asia Osei and Harris have just been phenomenal today, combining for 40 of their team's 63. Finally gets the math right there.
Fisher finds Arnold for 3 again. This time she's off left iron, no good. Asia Osei has it on the run out. Left side, throws up the runner, can't get it to go. Pulled down by Piper Hannah on the backside. Hannah up ahead to Fisher. Fisher tries to step through. She's going to draw the contact, get to the free throw line, and that's been her game the last 2 nights. Been very effective for her and for the Bears. That's been our only good offense tonight.
Yeah, Fisher's been the best player on the floor for the Lady Bears so far. I think this entire tournament, she's played so well for them and done so much for them, and is really one of the big positive parts that they can take out of this game.
She makes that free throw, and she shot a lot of free throws and shot a lot of free throws really well so far in the 2 games, too, on back-to-back nights. A lot's being asked out of her, taking a little pressure off, helping Josie Arnold last night, and then tonight with Josie being pretty much taken out of the game by the constant face guard. She's got 16, chance to get to 17 now with this free throw. And she's been a really good positive that the coaching staff can build off of as that free throw is up and good.
Yeah, and it reminds me
63-36 now.
Reminds me of Ella Boyd a little bit last couple of years. Someone you can rely on who's going to drive the hole and get you free throws, and that really helps you in big games. And I've been really impressed with her so far and her ability to do that.
Asia Osei again. Big step through the paint, gets fouled at the rim, makes the bucket, going to shoot the free throw. Chance to get to 20 with this one right now.
I think that'll be it's already 21. I don't know if they put the points up for her yet. I think she had 19 earlier.
Yeah, you're right. A little sloping up on the board there, but 21. I think Harris making sure that they count the bucket. So 21, chance to get to 22. So 21 for her, 21 for Harris.
Make that 22 for her is just an impressive night.
Very good tonight. She's been fantastic. 66-36, 30-point lead here for Bowsher over the Bears. Gabby Mossberg tries the diagonal. Just not going to work against this kind of speed from that far away. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with the Bears. 4:48 left. At this point, Bears just want to finish on as positive a note as they can. Fisher gets a screen from Arnold all the way to the basket, and she'll get another bucket. 19 points for Avery Ann Fisher. Bears get a little chance to press. Bowsher throws over the top. Easy backside bucket for Kamaya Draper on a good look from Turner.
Yeah, 30-point lead now for Bowsher. Lady Bears just want to continue to do the right things for this last 4 minutes of this game.
Arnold finds Mason. Right side three won't go. Good hustle on the backside by Miley Vollmer. Finds Josie Arnold, leaves a 5-footer short. Ties it up. Going to be a jump ball. That'll go to Bowsher. So we'll get subs in here now. Piper Hannah and Kelsey Thiel check in the game. Vollmer and Arnold will take a break. 68-38. Bowsher with the 30-point lead. 4 minutes left on the clock. Bowsher throws over the top of the Bears press. Mossberg chases Harris. Harris finds Draper on the backside. Draper's shot is short, boarded by Kelsey Thiel. It looks like Coach Grosjean's going to clear the bench out here at the end of the game, getting some subs headed to the table. Kelsey Thiel has it on the left side, working against Mumu Allen. Swings to Piper Hannah, swings it to Mackenzie Mason. Mason attacks with the left hand off front iron, but the ball goes out of bounds off of Allen. Jesse Kidston will check in for Avery Ann Fisher, who get a nice hand from the Bryan crowd. Been really good both nights for the Bears, like we mentioned. And then we get subs on the Bowsher side. We have Yersi Virden checks in. And then I think they went back to another starter there. So still 4 of 5 starters on the floor for Bowsher, as Piper Hannah got a good look for 3, couldn't get to go. Rebound by Kidston. Gabby Mossberg gets a baseline jumper, can't get it to go. Harris grabs the ball, fires ahead to Virden, turns, fires, doesn't get it to go. Rebound to Kidston. Kidston trapped in the backcourt, finds Mason. She'll push and attack, get the ball to Piper Hannah. Hannah hands to Jesse Kidston to Kelsey Thiel. 3 minutes left here. See some more subs coming to the table for both teams. Piper Hannah with the shot fake and attack. Kelsey Thiel will try a long 3, back iron. Chases down or miss. Steps through, can't get the putback to go. Get a rebound and foul on the backside. I think Mackenzie Mason is going to get a chance to shoot a couple free throws. Fouled by Virden for Bowsher. 2 free throws here from the Welling Construction free throw line for Mackenzie Mason. So the Bears have got to look at trying to finish positive here. I think that this one is pretty much in the books. Like you said, it's not a league loss. It's not something that's going to stick with you. You've got a week here now until you see Archbold in your first league game next Friday. So practice next week is going to be all about how do you get the taste of this one out of your mouth. And then you're going to have to start doing a little bit of work. So what are you going to do when teams defend you this way? And how are you going to attack that? That'll be something that Coach Grosjean and his staff is going to spend a little time on. You know, what are we going to do if we see more face guarding, if we see some boxing ones, how do we want to handle that, and what are we going to do? And the nice thing is someone like Avery Ann Fisher has really stepped up big and been a nice answer offensively, so at least that creates another threat for the Bears. As Aisha Osei just throws one up, it goes out of bounds, but again, it's going to stay with Bowsher. Mackenzie Mason made 1 of her 2 free throws at that end. The only senior on the Bears roster now on the scoreboard with a point. Ball gets inbounded, goes off of Mumu Allen's face, through her hands and off her schnoz, and goes out of bounds. So the Bears will get it off of that turnover. Claire Struble now has checked in for the Bears, another JV player. Brea Hepker is on the floor for the Bears. 2:39 left. Bowsher continues to press. And they have 3 starters on the floor. Claire Struble has it up top, working against Virden, the only senior, or the senior sub.
Yeah, in this last stretch, the Bears have been 3 for 23 from the field, and that just does not win you ball games. In the second half, that is just not what's going to help you there.
Mackenzie Mason's shot doesn't go, partially blocked, but Brea Hepker picked it up in the paint. Offensive rebound. She gets fouled. She'll get a chance to shoot some free throws and get some varsity points. She's been a nice player for the JV so far this year.
Yeah, we mentioned it a little bit yesterday. 2 games back-to-back, and get some tired legs. Obviously, no chance of winning this game for the Lady Bears. So just getting some JV kids in to get them some varsity experience, but also just to give your team some rest. As we see
and
now.
regardless, scoreboard doesn't matter. Sometimes when you're a JV kid, you get a chance to play in a varsity basketball game. You can forget about what the score is up there and just get to run around and play and have some fun. Make sure you get your shots up. Brea Hepker comes in, knocks down a free throw there, gets a varsity point. Good for her. 68-40, 2:13 left on the main stop scoreboard. Allen attacks, can't get the left-hand runner to go. Kelsey Thiel pulls it down. She's attacking. Good push ahead by Kelsey Thiel. Claire Strubel's got it. Guarded by Allen, swings to Thiel. She'll go against Aaliyah Osei. Gives it to Strubel. Kidston's got it up top now. Dumps it down to Brea Hepker on the left block. Brea with the turnaround. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound to Kelsey Thiel. Up top to Strubel. Strubel swings around to Mason. Minute 30 left on the clock right here.
Now, one positive about this half is that Bryan's done a lot better job on the offensive boards, and that's one thing they can take away from this game is they've done a really good job being physical and boxing out.
Ball gets fumbled away by the Bears there, turned over. Verdon finds Draper running ahead for the layup. 70-40, 30-point lead now for Bowsher. Bears get it ahead in the half court. Kelsey Thiel, open three, off front iron. Inside a minute now. Bowsher throws it ahead. Thiel tries to get it, can't. Draper runs at the hoop, can't get it to go. Yercy Verdon gets a rebound on the backside. She gets fouled, and she'll go to the Welling Construction free throw line here. 51.3 on the board. Foul is going to be called on Jesse Kidston. Yercy Verdon is going to get a couple shots here to get a chance to get in the scorebook on the right side of the ledger. First free throw is long.
This is only their fifth free throw for the day. Sorry, sixth. Shooting 4 for 6 from the line, but really haven't been fouled much today.
No, they've been too busy knocking down threes. They haven't had to worry about going to the hoop a whole lot. I'm not sure we've been able to catch them when they've gone to the rim to foul them. Offensive rebound off the miss by Aaliyah Osei. She gets the putback, gets her to 9. She's been a force again tonight on the boards and inside on the post. Just a big body, tough to defend for the Bears, especially with our JVs on the floor.
Yeah, the O'Shea's combining for 30 points tonight. Really impressive performance by them.
Chloe Wallace on the floor now for the Bears. Jesse Kidston gets a 3 off, can't get it to go. Chased down by Verdon. Allen has it now, working in the front court against Strubel. Chloe Wallace, you mentioned it earlier. Big shot at the buzzer to win the JV finals game today. Another 3.
Yeah, even their JV kids are making threes on us right now.
Just one of those nights where the hoop looks huge and everybody in light blue is knocking down shots. Yeah, that was a shot by Raya Griffith. That might be the first shot she took tonight.
Yeah, I think it's her first shot of the tournament for the varsity tournament.
Yeah, and she's kind of smiling. Even she thinks that was crazy that went in. Yercy Verdon went down, but she's going to stay in the game.
2.4 seconds left. I'd stay too.
75-40. 2.4 left. Inbound. This game will be over. Golden Bears will be moving on to Archbold next week. Good news for them is they got about a week of practice to shake this off and try to find a way to get a little bit better. Not the way you wanted this to go if you're a Golden Bear fan, player, or coach. But you can't be upset about a good win last night against a solid Montpelier team. Tonight things just did not go their way on either end at any time. Bowsher shot the lights out. The Bears were ice cold from the field, and you're going to have nights like that. So best thing about this one is it's over and you can move on. So we'll come back here in a minute. We'll talk some things to wrap up the show, the end of the BSN Girls Holiday Classic. Our champions this year, it's the Toledo Bowsher Blue Racers. We'll be back to talk about the game shortly and wrap things up from Bryan. All right, back here at Bryan High School. Going to wrap up things for the 2024 Girls Holiday Classic at Bryan High School. Our champions are the Toledo Bowsher Blue Racers. A convincing win over the home team, the Bryan Lady Bears. Did everything right. Offense, defense, got up and down the floor, controlled the ball, knocked down just about every shot they saw all night long, played great defense, harassed Bryan's leading scorer, Josie Arnold, held her to a season low of 4 or 5 points, I think, tonight. 5 or 7 points, something like that. But she came in averaging about 16 a game, and they did a great job against her. Bright spot for the Bears, Avery Ann Fisher, freshman, named to the all-tournament team. Back-to-back nights, she had 17 last night, maybe 17 or 18 again tonight. So a good positive right there for the freshman moving forward, because the Bears are going to have to be more than a one-trick pony as they move forward now into league play next week at Archbold. Anything quickly you want to talk about as far as stats are concerned?
Yeah, for the shooting was the biggest thing for the Lady Bears in their downfall today. Only 10 for 44 from the field. And the really shocking number was 2 for 17 from 3. That is not how this Lady Bears team wants to play going forward. Obviously, you don't want to be missing that many shots, but especially not from the three-point line. Being that cold really made them struggle and turned them into a one-dimensional team. And Avery Ann Fisher was the only one that was really able to score down low, and it really was a struggle for them. Bowsher, on the other hand, they shot lights out from 3. I think what I have now is they made 11 threes today. And 11 threes, 33 points off of 3. That's going to help win you games, and it did help them win this game today. The biggest thing I have for the Lady Bears, though, a good key takeaway is they were 14 for 16 from the free throw line. Only 2 misses late in the game from some bench players. So that ability, I know for certain that Avery Ann Fisher went perfect from the line today, and that's a good thing to take away is that your starters went 14 for 14 from the line, and that's something that you can be positive about and look forward to. But really not that much else to be positive about for the Lady Bears today.
No, I think one of the biggest positive that one's over.
Yeah.
You got to be able to put that one behind you. That might be one of those, Coach John Miner down there on Coach Groshein's bench. Him and I have coached some football together in the past, coached junior high together, and we've talked about a night like this. Sometimes you just burn the tape and you move on. You don't worry about it. We'll go and we'll just worry about things moving forward. Maybe don't look back at this one too much. That's not been who the Bears have been. They've lost. That's 4 losses now in the year. They had what I would consider an ugly loss at Edgerton earlier in the season, but it wasn't as lopsided as this. Tonight it just got ugly because we couldn't score. You said it earlier. It was pretty simple math that if they're going to continue to knock shots down, at some point you're going to have to score. You're going to have to make some shots, and we just didn't do that, and the gap got bigger and bigger until it was just way out of hand. So this has been the 2024 Girls Holiday Classic sponsored by BSN. We want to thank everybody involved. The game was brought to you tonight by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, the Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, Daniel Van Adda Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Theo Supply Center. Our next game will be Thursday, January 2nd, as the swim team hosts Ottawa Glandorf beginning at 5:30. We want to thank our crew. John Dalrymple directed the first game. Chris Malanga was back in the saddle for this one. Our camera crew tonight, Chris Allspall, Gabby Malanga, Cam Reesner, and Trinity Sampson. I want to thank the BHS Athletic Department. That's a couple of long days for them. 4 games both days, 8 games total. A lot of time spent here to make sure that 4 schools and 8 teams had a good experience at the Holiday Classic. Nathan Keel and Teresa Kuzmal, as always, did a great job. Thank Golden Bear Photography, Matt Neff, and Stephanie Ponsack. Back at the radio station, WQCT Radio, Rick Armentrout, and Chris Malanga is the executive producer all day long. Like we said before, the next event that will be covered, Swim and Dive, next Thursday, January 2nd. This coming Thursday, January 2nd at 5:30 p.m. This student broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without express written consent of the Bryan City School District, is prohibited. One final time for all of us at the GBSN with Dom Malanga. I'm Bryan Arnold. Again, the final score tonight was Toledo Bowsher a whole bunch and the Bryan girls not nearly enough. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you the next time.